Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Sunday, July 24, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. St. Louis Cardinals vs Cincinnati Reds. Our team pick is Cardinals for the win, and here is why. The Cardinals have been battling the Milwaukee Brewers for much of the first half in a back and forth battle for NL Central Division supremacy. The Cardinals closed the first half with 2 straight wins over the Reds at home before Sunday's finale was rained out. The two teams now match up again to start the second half of the season. The Reds took out the Cards in Game 1 of the series on Friday night, 9-5, as the Cardinals pitching allowed 3 home runs. On Saturday, in the second game of the series, St. Louis bounced back with a 13-hit attack paced by All-Star Paul Goldschmidt, who homered and drove in 3 runs in a 6-3 Cardinals win. Steven Matz picked up the win after allowing just 2 runs on 3 hits in 5 innings work. The Cincinnati Reds have been basically a .500 team since the team's near-historically poor start to begin the season. The Reds have been very competitive since then, as they've utilized some young starters and an ever-improving lineup to compete with even the best teams in baseball. Prior to the All-Star break, the Reds took 2 out of 3 games against the Yankees in the Bronx. The Reds followed that up with 2 straight losses in St. Louis before winning the first game of this series on Friday night. On Saturday afternoon, the Reds fell 6-3 as they allowed 13 hits to the Cardinals' attack and managed just 6 hits of their own while striking out 13 times as a team. The Cardinals should have a distinct advantage in this pitching matchup on Sunday. McCullers has made 13 quality starts this season and will get the Cardinals into the late innings. Meanwhile, Maile will be coming back from a stint on the Illinois with shoulder stiffness, so it is unlikely he will give the Reds more than 5 innings in this matchup. The Reds will then be forced to turn this game over to their porous bullpen, which will spell their downfall in this matchup. The Cardinals will ride the strong right arm of McCullers into the late innings before turning the game over to the back end of their bullpen. Cincinnati is also just 21-40 against teams with a better than .500 record this season. Our total pick is over the total. St. Louis is averaging 5.2 runs per game in their previous 10 games, while Cincinnati is averaging 5.56 runs per game in their last 9 games. Both teams have struggled on the mound this season, as the Cardinals are pitching to a 3.80 ERA, while the Reds have a 5.31 ERA this season. The over has hit in each of the previous 5 games against one another, so go with the over to hit here. Tampa Bay Rays vs Kansas City Royals. Our team pick is Tampa Bay Rays for the win, and here is why. The Rays will have Jeffrey Springs return from the Illinois in this one. Springs did not fare well in his latest effort on July 5, conceding 3 runs in 4 innings against the Red Sox and was able to escape with a no decision. The young left-hander has squandered at least 3 runs in 3 consecutive outings and has posted a stellar 2.53 ERA and a 1.05 WHIP, accompanied by a 3-2 record in 64 innings of work on the season. Springs conceded 4 runs, 2 earned, in 4.1 innings in his lone career meeting against the Royals. Kris Bubic will make his 16th start of the season in this one. Bubic was stellar in his previous outing, conceding 2 runs, 0 earned, in 7 innings against the Blue Jays, and finished with a no decision in a game the Royals lost. The veteran right-hander has been effective recently but is having a poor season, recording a 5.87 ERA and a 1.73 WHIP, accompanied by a 1-6 record in 61.1 innings of work. This marks his first career meeting against the Rays. The Rays continue to find ways to win games despite several notable injuries. They have now won 6 out of their last 7 games overall, including a 4-game sweep of the Red Sox. Rays starter Jeffrey Springs is coming off the Illinois for this one. He is reliable, posting a solid 3.04 ERA in his 5 starts in June. Furthermore, the Rays' hot bats should get to Royals starter Kris Bubic. The right-hander has disastrous numbers. His ERA and FIP are almost just as bad as his 5.87 ERA. KC has lost in each of the last 5 games with Bubic on the hill. The Royals pitching staff has surrendered 25 runs in their last 4 games. Our total pick is over the total, and here is why. The total has finished over in 15 of the last 22 games that Tampa Bay has played in Kansas City, and the total has finished over in each of Tampa Bay's last 5 overall. Kansas City has seen the total finish over in 5 of the last 7 games against a team from the American League East. As mentioned previously, Kansas City has a team ERA of 4.81. Cleveland Guardians vs Chicago White Sox. Our team pick is Chicago for the win. And here is why. Cleveland got off to a disappointing 19-24 start to the season, but the Guardians went on an excellent run in the month of June. They went on a 23-game stretch that resulted in 18 wins and just 5 losses, getting 8 games above the .500 mark. Cleveland struggled in the beginning of July, but it responded with 5 wins in its final 7 games before the All-Star break. The Guardians picked up where they left off on Friday, opening this series with an 8-2 win, which extended their winning streak to 4 games overall. They were 1.5 games back of Minnesota in the AL Central heading into Saturday's slate. Chicago got off to a 6-2 start in its first 8 games, but it has not been able to maintain that level of consistency this season. The White Sox finished the first half of the season in a big way, winning 7 of their final 10 games. They took 3 out of 4 at Minnesota last weekend, including an 11-0 win last Sunday. Chicago was not able to build on that momentum though, dropping an 8-2 final to open this series on Friday. The White Sox were 3.5 games back of Minnesota in the AL Central heading into Saturday's slate. They are also 4.5 games behind Toronto for the final AL wildcard spot. Both teams have been closing the gap between themselves and Minnesota atop the AL Central standings, making this a crucial series. I cannot bet against Cease on Sunday afternoon, though. He has arguably been the top starting pitcher in baseball over the past 2 months, not allowing more than 1 earned run in any of his last 10 starts. Chicago also has the better lineup, so the White Sox should be able to provide Cease with enough run support to win this game. The Guardians are just 2-7 in their last 9 road games. Our total pick is over 8. And here is why. Both teams are turning to 2 of their best starting pitchers, making it easy to think that the upcoming game will be a low-scoring one. However, both the White Sox and Guardians have been carried by their lineups this season, and both teams look to drive in runs throughout the game. The White Sox, who average 4.39 runs per game, should constantly plate base runners with Jose Abreu, Tim Anderson, and the rest of the lineup, making contact against Shane Bieber and powering the ball to drive in runs. The Guardians, who average 4.38 runs per game, should run up a score with Jose Ramirez, Andres Gimenez, Josh Naylor, and the rest of the batting order, making hard contact and swinging for the fences against Dylan Cease and the White Sox pitchers to circle the bases at will.